Hey everyone, welcome back to week number 2 of Women's Weekly. We took a break last week because I had to compete in Reddle's 5K women's tournament, but we are back to it this week to see what the ladies will bring to the pitch. So this week we've got 3 teams going up against each other, Sapphire, Hawaiian Pizza, and Pulse Clan, and it looks like the latter 2 are going to be going head-to-head in the semifinals up first. Game number 1 in this best of 3, we've got Pulse Clan with Nessa, Maggie, and Glbbous going up against the Hawaiian Pizza variation for this week, which is MV1, Mythra, and I believe Mythra is Ventus Ingram, and then SecretSlender. So I am just gonna call her Mythra for this for these games, just so I don't confuse myself. But it looks like we got a pretty good even matchup so far. You know, the teams are taking to each other. There have been demos on either side of the pitch, but Pulse are going to have the pressure for now as they are in the blue half, and they are going to take the first goal as there is a pass out of the corner off of the defensive touch from MV1, and Maggie puts it into the goal. Looks like Mythra did a backflip on the goal line there, couldn't get the save, and that is going to be a 1-0 lead for Pulse. The Pulse ladies are saying hi to Slender on the other side of the pitch. But getting back into play, we've got Glbbous popping it over one, trying to get back to it, and Nessa is going to be there with the follow-up. She's even rocking the gold fennec. Look at that. Anybody else, let me know down in the comments if you got yourself the gold fennec. I did too, since I am pretty much a fennec main, so had to have the car body. But that is going to be Pulse Clan doubling up their lead for this one in just under 2 minutes of play. Glbbous, she's on the ball again. She gets pass out into the middle, but she does block her teammate's shot, and that is going to be pretty unfortunate right there. But Slender is going to try to take it to the other wall. Maggie intercepts, and that's going to leave Mythra with a pop out into the middle of a clear. Now Glbbous, she puts a slow one on net, and Mythra is going to get in the way to get the pass out to Slender in the corner. Now we have Maggie tackling that quickly in the corner, but nothing comes of it as MV1 moves down the other end. Now the blue team, they've got it in the orange half. Are they going to be able to make something of this play? Mythra gets up quickly. She does outplay too, but Maggie is there to take it slowly out of her corner. She's going to get a pass out into the middle, maybe even one more, down into the center, and Nessa is there to put in another. That is the second for her, and Maggie with a brilliant pass off of the back wall, just a tiny pop out into the middle, throws off Slender's save, and MV1 and Mythra colliding in the middle, neither of them able to make the stop. Oh, I gotta stop real quick. Hold on. Hold. Gotta do my regular turn off the connection indicators so you guys don't have to see that I'm lagging this whole time. Now, the Pulse Clan, they are holding down this Hawaiian Pizza squad pretty well on their back line. We know that they got good pressure because they are the winners of the previous week of Women's Weekly. They each already have 1 win to their name for the month of May. And if they do secure the win this week, they will have gotten themselves $50 each, taking the bounties for this month. Then there will only be 1 bounty left for a lucky lady who gets 2 tournament wins in the month of May. So far, we are going to see the scoreline remain at 3-0, but the pressure is still up against the Hawaiian Pizza squad. Now we've got a quick breakaway. MV1 does manage to get the second touch to put in the first for Hawaiian Pizza. Now they have a shadow of a chance here because, you know, 1 minute 30 left. It's not a lot in 3v3, but it is enough. It is possible. So Hawaiian Pizza putting up a fight. And, you know, if they really lock it down, if they come away with possession, which it looks like they might, they have a chance. And 1v1 cuts off her teammate, tries to get a pass out and get the possession play going, but Pulse are lies to it. Now Maggie, she goes under one, MV1 misreading her jump, and Mythra is going to have to dive in for the assist. Glbbous, she stops on the wall, Slender pops up into the middle. This is dangerous, but MV1 does make the defensive save. Now Slender out the other direction. She didn't have any boost, so she had to go for a quick pass off the sidewall. Maggie slows it down, trying to fake out the last defender, and Hawaiian Pizza are going to convert back down the middle. Now Mythra putting a shot, but Maggie was back. Maggie tries to get a pass out to Glbbous, but it is going to be blocked away. Now that's leaving Nessa down the left side of the field. Gets past one. Mythra taking it up for an air dribble. Glbbous is there for the challenge, and it does go dead in the middle. Now 1v1 off the sidewall. Maggie missing her read. Nessa's going to have to clean up, and she does. Slender gets the 50 on her and brings it back towards the orange goal. Now MV1 diving in. Maggie gets the read on the 50-50. And she does get the pass out to the middle. Oh no, it looks like SecretSlender just accidentally own goal there. Oh, pain. You gotta imagine that was not what she meant to do. Just that fast pass out to the middle by Maggie threw her off guard. And, you know, the instincts let her down on that one. So she... Maggie saying thanks, worked on that one all night, and Slender saying I got you. So we got at least got a little bit of friendly banner here. None of these ladies are taking it too hard, you know, but they are going to come away with the victory for this one. Pulse Clan securing it up, and they've only got to take one more win to move on into the finals. We are on to game number 2 in the series. We had a little break in the lobby screen where the ladies caught up with each other, had a little chat, asked how everybody was doing. So everything is friendly here as we move on. But we are going to see Hawaiian Pizza with the pressure on the start of this Neo Tokyo map. And even with the first chance at net, Nessa is going to put a stop to it as she gets the 50 from the defender off the side wall. Mythra taking it safely back into her corner, going to try to move it out. She has to get it over the challenging Nessa, and that is going to leave it for 1v1. Air dribble down the middle. She tries to get a flip reset, but she misses it, and Glbbous is going to clear it out to the corner. Now that goes under Nessa, and that leaves it free for Mythra to clean it up. Just a couple mistakes and misplays on the Pulse half. Slender getting a fast pass out to the middle. That was sneaky. That went right under the defender on the wall. And Mythra able to put in the first for Hawaiian Pizza. This time, they start out the game with a lead. Now we have a kickoff going even in the middle. Glbbous gets the fast follow-up, and that forces Mythra to play defense in the back corner. Now Slender, she clears it out. Gets it up into the sidewall. She has enough boost to follow up on this, but she goes for a long clear instead. Now we have Nessa, 50-50. That ball shoots out to the right side, meaning Slender and Glbbous are going to turn on it. Glbbous comes away victorious as Nessa tries to get a pass out to the center to her teammate. Now Maggie's beat on the quick shot. Slender defending it away, tries to get a second, but Nessa is there for 50. And that's going to leave it to Maggie. Bounce off of the corner, tries to get a second, but Glbbous has to take the 50 with Mythra. Now we have Nessa down the other end, coming out of the corner. Slender cuts her off. Maggie knows there's no danger in front of the net, so she's going to play this slow, and MV1 turns for the challenge. Now we have a demo as off of Mythra's clear. Maggie, safe on the sidewall. Again, she's patient with these touches, trying to get the perfect pass out to the center, and somehow, I don't know how, Glbbous got through all of the defenders waiting in net. Looks like Mythra and MV1 just got caught up on each other, and Slender did not turn because she thought her teammates had it. So just a little bit of confusion on the back line, and that leads to the Pulse equalizer. Now we have Mythra and MV1 fighting for the ball off of kickoff. Mythra's going to play it slow in the orange corner because she does not have any boost to follow up on it. Nessa bringing it out, pass aside. MV1's going to get a high pop into the center, but Maggie is quick. Maggie getting a second follow-up. Mythra has to turn on it in the corner. She's going to take a 50-50 as that pops up, and Slender diving in to help her out. Now it looks like Pulse have overextended, but Maggie gets back in time. What a good save. And that is going to lead to the ball going down the other half. Now Mythra getting a pop over one, goes all the way to the ceiling. Maggie missed her touch, so she had time to do so. But it is once again going to move down to the other end. MV1, woo, I'm getting my words mixed up. There's a lot of saves on the goal line, my goodness. Ladies, calm down. There's so much going on. Maggie with a shot off the sidewall. She's going to get a second follow-up. Nessa hop deck down to the middle. Everyone almost own goals it. Woo, she was going to contribute to that as well, saying, Slender, you don't have to be alone in your own goals. But so far... Oh my goodness! Now we have a Pulse own goal. What is going on? Slender with a high pop into the ceiling off of the second touch. It looks like it bounced off of both Maggie and Glbbous to go in. Hawaiian Pizza taking the lead, but not of their own accord as the Pulse ladies help them out with it. Now the kickoff is going to be possession in the back blue corner. MV1 trying to take it out. She does get the 50-50 and it goes all the way to the opposite side. Now we have Nessa going fast off the sidewall. Glbbous gets a touch behind her. You have to imagine the game's getting a little sloppy at this point. Woo, that was almost a great play from Mythra, but it is out to the side again as MV1 demos one of the Pulse defenders. Now Mythra going slow. She didn't have any boost to work with. Now MV1, she gets over the top of one, tries to get the tight angle double tap, but it is not successful. That's going to be a slow roll on the goal line. Pulse remains strong in the face of danger. Now Mythra taking it slow up. She can't get back behind the ball, so that is going to be a clear out to the other half. Now we have a loose ball in the corner. Mythra there to send it away, and her teammates close in support. She slows down the play in the corner, probably due to a lack of boost, and that is going to force Pulse to emerge from their defensive stance. Now we get a dunk from Maggie. Flies all the way out. See, it feels like we always have Mythra trying to move out of her back corner. She is the star defender right now for the Hawaiian Pizza Squad, and that demo is going to open it up for Maggie to even the scoring. Glbbous going ahead, zooming out of that corner, and taking the defender out. That makes it so much easier for Maggie. Just delete a player on the field, and you have a lot more space. The physical plays are making it much easier for Pulse. Now this is pretty good. Pulse technically have scored 3 of the 4 goals, even though the scoreboard says otherwise in this match. So they are taking the lead, but Hawaiian Pizza, if they can come back, if they can make one of their own, just one more, they can bring this to a game number 3. Pulse trying their best to prevent that from happening though. And we have Mythra long clear down the side. Nessa getting a pass out into the middle. Gotta think that was a mistouch. Glbbous slow boosting up into the air to get that save. Easy and away. Now Mythra turning on it. She has MV1 supporting her. And that is going to be a pass from Maggie onto the goal line. Physical play almost got the defender once again in net. But we move into overtime. We have the 5-minute countdown to see if any team can take the golden goal. Mythra up early to safely manage that into her back corner. Maggie's going to take the slow play, try to move it around. And now that leaves MV1. Pass out to Mythra. She was getting harassed on the midfield. Slender getting bumped by her teammate, which means she can't get the follow-up. And that is going to leave it to MV1 in the center. Maggie waiting in the goal. She gets the spot. Oh, we have a demo on the defender once again, and that is going to mean Glbbous making the goal line save. Now MV1, quick pop. Nessa is there to block it, and now that's Mythra trying to get a double tap. It goes wide and into the corner. Glbbous just taking the boost. Maggie, she gets the pinch out of the corner, out back into the center, but there are no Pulse members to receive the pass. Now Slender, she takes it off the back wall, but Glbbous is going to get the block. And we see Maggie in the corner once again. Quick cut down. Nessa's going to try to get that easy pass out to the center. That is a 3-woman defensive push out from there. Hawaiian Pizza throwing all their eggs at the wall. And we're going to see Slender make the stop in the midfield. She's going to continue the pressure down the other end. That was an opening, but Maggie just manages to get the ball out of danger in time. Now we have MV1. She took it all the way up just to pitch it off of the ground. Nessa is going to help out her teammate here. She gets 50-50 on the wall. Glbbous taking it from her, but she has 0 boost to work with. Maggie was waiting in the middle, but that pass was not favorable. Nessa missing her read. MV1 goes ahead for the demo. Now Mythra just has to put it in, and she does. She gets a top corner shot. Perfect placement off of the physical play from MV1. Maggie did not stand a chance. She was caught flat-footed in net, and Glbbous could not dive from the backboard to save it in time. Hawaiian Pizza bring the scoreline even, and we move into game number 3. Okay, we see Champions Field, or rather, is this actually Champions Field? I don't think it is. It's Manfield, but either way, this is the Champions game. Whoever wins this will move on to the finals against Sapphire, but we are going to have to see. We've had a few own goals, 1 in each game, if I am remembering correctly, so we're going to see if we can maybe cut that back a little bit, clean up the play, and have some good gameplay from these ladies. They're making it pretty even on the field, as we did go to overtime in the previous match. And so far, it is going to be a demo mania out here. Mythra getting the good clear off of her back wall. Glbbous is there to block it. And we have MV1. Fast clear out into the orange half. She's going to steal the corner boost, and that is going to leave Mythra to follow up. Maggie gets the easy save, brings it to her corner, even goes through the pinch and gets past 1. MV1 is going to lob that high. 2 pulse defenders even knocked each other out of the way. MV1 shooting that off target so that she could only follow up and get the goal. Brilliant IQ play right there as she just forced Maggie up to try to get the save, but as it was not on target, she was not going to get the touch on it. So well played by MV1 to take the 1-goal lead in this 3rd game. Now Maggie, quick pass off of the corner. MV1 waits for the bounce, and that is going to mean that Mythra gets the long clear, almost bar down into the goal. Wow. I was just flabbergasted that that did not go in. That was such a wild clear. But we are going to have Hawaiian Pizza lurking next to the orange goal line. Maggie is going to have to try to take it across. Now we have Mythra, high shot on the net, forces 2 defenders up, but there is not a quick follow-up from Hawaiian Pizza. Now we have Mythra cutting back in. Slender has to turn back, play third once more. And we have Glbbous off of the sidewall. Slender, long clear down the field. Nessa up to get the 50 with Mythra, and Slender pass out into the middle. Glbbous missing her touch. It's going to mean Maggie brings it out of the corner, and Nessa up for the contention. Words are not my friend right now. I cannot come up with them. We have MV1 out of the corner. It's going to try to get another touch, but Mythra was not far enough forward to follow up on it. Now we have Maggie, high pop. That's going to force Mythra to use all of her boost in defense, and MV1 is going to clear it away. Now Nessa and MV1, 50 in the corner. Slender up fast, and that is going to be Mythra and MV1 alone in the back line. They both miss, and that leaves it free for Maggie to put in the equalizer. Man, defense is just a little bit shaky on the Hawaiian Pizza, and you can just see their synchronized misses on the goal line, and that is going to bring 1-all. And the ladies in chat just counting up in numbers. Don't know what that is about, if I'm being honest, but it's good to see that they're all having fun today. MV1, she's demoed. She's going to try to get the clear, but that is going to go past her, and Slender gets hit out. Now Slender moving fast on the back line. It's going to go all the way back to MV1 on her post. Maggie, pass out to the center. Glbbous coming from the side, from the blind spot. But Slender got just enough of a touch on it. Now Maggie, high pop into the center. Mythra playing it off the back wall, getting it out to Glbbous, forcing a bad touch, and that does go off the wall. Now we have another miss, and Mythra, all of the Hawaiian Pizza members going for it, but Slender is going to be back in time as there was not a Pulse member to follow up on that play. Glbbous going low to get it past 1, but only as far as Mythra. Now we see Nessa, defense in the back corner. She handles it well, gets it past 2, and she's even going to bring out into a 50-50 with Slender in the midfield. Glbbous getting just enough on that she brought it back into the middle. MV1 is going to get bumped out of the net. That leaves open for Maggie, and she is going to slot it into the right side of the net. The physical plays are really coming in clutch here for Pulse, and Glbbous and Maggie just working together to capitalize on that. We see another member counting up. We're at 10 now in the chat. Oh, and Nessa covering it with the 10 as well. I still don't know what they're doing. If any of you guys know, just drop it down in the comments. Make me a wiser woman here so I can sound like a smart caster. MV1, she's gonna get the save. Hawaiian Pizza have just under a minute remaining to get an equalizer and try to bring this into overtime, if not take the win. Otherwise, Pulse are going to be moving in to their second grand finals for Women's Weekly in the month of May. Looks like that is going to go fast, but it is off the post. Mythra able to get the boost and then turn around and pass to Slender. Glbbous, she's going to play slow. She gets bumped. She's going to try to play off the back wall. She does get the touch out, and that is going to be Slender passing it out of the corner. We have a follow-up from Pulse, meaning Mythra is all the way in the back line trying to make a play. Nessa, high pop into the center. Glbbous misreads it and goes flying past with her bump. And Maggie is gonna get another with only 17 seconds remaining. This is almost, it's gonna be a hard victory for Hawaiian Pizza. They're gonna have to get a kickoff goal right off the bat here. But so far, it is looking like they might just fall to Pulse Clan. I don't know what is going on. I feel so out of the loop here. But with just under 10 seconds, we need to see a goal immediately if Hawaiian Pizza are going to have a shot at coming away with it. But that save is going to secure the victory for Pulse. They are moving into the finals against Sapphire. So let's get right into it. All right, we find ourselves on Utopia Coliseum for the first game in this best of 5 between Pulse Clan and Sapphire. Who is going to come away victorious? Ashleigh getting a diving save, but it doesn't matter as Maggie follows up. First goal within the first 7 seconds. Maggie just getting a good outplay of multiple members of Sapphire to take the first goal. Now, Sapphire have been waiting in the finals for the winner of the semis, so you got to imagine they're going to take a second to get warmed up, and Pulse have a slight advantage in this first game. Now we have Pulse all over Sapphire in the back line. They're keeping the pressure on. Pulse even getting the demo on Jules, and Nessa's going to take it safely into her back corner. Ashleigh gets the challenge on her, and that is going to mean Glbbous has to go up for the defensive save. Maggie and Ashleigh in the middle. Maggie comes away victorious. Now it's going to be Jade taking it slow in her back line. She gets 50-50, goes up top, and there is another bump. Maggie putting the pressure on, trying to make the physical plays work for him, and that is going to be a diving save from Jules to put it into the corner. Now Nessa fakes him out with a jump. That is a chance for a breakaway, but another bump means that Sapphire is still held into their half. Now we have Nessa high pop, and the demo from Glbbous on Jules is going to mean that Pulse Clan take the second. They're really continuing this physical play, and you know, why not? It's been working for them so far, so you know, might as well continue it on into this matchup. Even if it's another group of players on the other side of the pitch, it's still advantageous. Now we have 50-50s in the middle. Ashleigh's going to follow it up, but only goes as far as Maggie on the side wall. Now we have a breakaway. Jade has to pre-flip into that to get the save. She doesn't have any boost to work with, and Glbbous is going to pop it over one on the back wall, go for another touch again, and Ashleigh is able to get back and make the save. Now we have Nessa caught out on the side, and that is going to mean that Jules is able to put in her first. Good counterattack. Nessa just creeping up a little bit too far, and the third was not quite through rotation to get back to the ball in time. Kickoff. Going even in the middle. Glbbous is going to follow up on it, get it past Jade, and that is 2 Pulse members committing to the ball. Ashleigh going high to get the touch. Now Nessa, she has very little boost to work with. She's going to force the save out of Jade, and Ashleigh is going to have to clear it out to the side to keep the ball away from the Sapphire net. High pop into the middle. Jules couldn't quite get the angle on it. but that is going to go safely into the blue corner. Nessa following up quickly. Jade gets a superior 50-50. Nessa comes in right quickly to get another touch, and the 50 is going to go all the way to the orange half. Glbbous up early. She gets safely into her corner, but Jade makes the tackle. She's going to even turn around for another pass. Maggie not catching on the back wall. She's going to leave it for Nessa, and Nessa flicks out of defense. She's going to go for another flick to get the pass. It was a little bit too high, and Maggie pings off the backboard. Now she's going to turn around quickly, try to get the 50-50, but ashleigh stands strong in the way. Now she's even going to try to counter down the other end. Glbbous getting a touch before she perishes at the hands of ashleigh. Nessa and Jade up. Nessa is going to come away with a good touch, and another demo in the midfield means that Pulse are going to be back in their corner. Jules getting a pop out into the middle. Nessa's there, and that is going to be ashleigh with follow-up. Maggie with a crazy save on the goal line. She had to predict where the shot was going to come through on that one, and Maggie even getting another save to her name to bring it back into the blue half. Jade is going to come off the back wall. She gets a high pop. Ashleigh's able to follow up on it, and Jules coming down the center trying to take a goal. Now we have high flying 50 challenges in the middle. Jade is going to try to get the save, but no need. ashleigh was there. Ashleigh even gets the physical play. Ooh, that's a miss from Jade, and ashleigh had to get the touch out into the corner. It's scrappy defense from Sapphire as it moves away and into the orange half once again. Now we have just over a minute remaining. Sapphire are going to have to make something happen here to bring it to even, or Pulse are going to take game number 1. Ashleigh getting a pop off the back wall. Glbbous misses her touch, but Nessa is there to follow up on it. She gets another pop that is going to force Jade up for the save as she carries it into the corner. Now Glbbous pre-flip. Maggie tried to get the shot online, but Sapphire still stood strong. That is going to go out to the wall. Nessa taking a wide turn. She's going to get behind this ball, try to get 50, pops it up again. That goes off the post. Jade making the save. That was a glorious play from her, but it is still going to go in eventually off of Glbbous' shot. That's good air roll shot. The defenders, you can see Jade, she was just awkward from her previous save and did not have a chance to get back to that. It's looking pretty secure that we are going to have a Pulse win for game number 1, but Sapphire, let's see what they can do in the final 30 seconds. Nessa getting it past 2. It's only going to go as far as Jules in the midfield. She gets a high pop, and Maggie is going to take it out of the corner. Jade gets the challenge. Ashleigh trying to go for the tight angle shot, and Jade does not get a pass out into the middle. Pulse are just all over these plays right now. The rotation is strong, and that is going to keep Sapphire at bay long enough that it looks like Pulse are going to eke out the win here. It's a high pop into the center. Sapphire are not going to come away with another goal, and that is going to secure it. Pulse taking game number 1 in the finals, putting themselves at a 1-game advantage. Sapphire still trying to get a goal out of this. Their ladies are keeping up at 0 seconds. They're observing, you know, the oldest Rocket League rule here, trying to see what can make of it, but that is eventually going to touch the ground, and we move on into game number 2. Game number 2, we remain on Utopia Coliseum, just at a different time of day, and Pulse have the 1-game advantage. Now that Sapphire have had a little bit to warm up again, are they gonna... Jade. Oh, Jade with the battle bus. Here she is again. You know, the card changes are entertaining. I'm so used to seeing try-hard cars like the Fennec or the Octane. It's kind of hilarious when you see something like a battle bus pop out, and ashleigh is gonna take advantage of the confusion and take the first goal. She gets a pop over 1, follows it up with another pop, getting it past the second, and the third Pulse defender in her attempts to save it is gonna get it in the goal herself. Wow, that was quite a solo play from ashleigh there. And we see Sapphire take the lead. Jules misses her touch. Maggie down the other end. She's going for the tight angle shot, Jade gets just enough in the way to make it too difficult for her. Now ashleigh moving down the other end. Jules tries to follow up on her touch, but it's going to be left to Maggie to take down the side. Now she gets a pop over one. Two defenders go up for it, and that is going to be followed out of the corner. Now Glbbous getting the 50 with ashleigh. Maggie's going to be up early in the middle. ashleigh high pop onto the back wall. Nessa handles it beautifully with an air dribble out into the center, and Jade is going to try to get a pass to her teammates. Now Glbbous 50 with the Sapphire Fender. Jade is going to put a shot on net that had the power, but the placement was just a little bit too easy for Maggie to capitalize on. Now that is going to be a bar down though for Jules, getting a shot out of the right side. Maggie defensive save. ashleigh passes out to the middle, and Jules getting just the right angle on it. The speed, the bar down, perfect placement for Sapphire to double up their lead. Sapphire have woken up in this game number 2. The only thing is, can they manage to protect their lead and maybe even extend it as Pulse put their full weight behind trying to take it back? Now we have Glbbous up early. She's going to get a pop out into the right side, but it is going to be saved away by Jade. Now we have seen in previous weeks that Jade is the star defender for Sapphire. You know, just as important as offensive play is, defensive play can make or break a team, and Jade is certainly that for the Sapphire squad. So we're going to see if maybe Sapphire can keep this game. Glbbous missing her touch. She's going to get a bump on Jules though, and that is going to stall play for a second. Now we get a bounce shot from Jules. It is going to bounce in, and that means that Sapphire are up to 3-0 against Pulse. Now there's more than half the game remaining, so plenty of time for Pulse to come back, but this is an encouraging start for Sapphire fans as they take such a strong lead in game number 2. 50-50 in the middle goes the way of Pulse, and Jade, staring at Maggie, bearing down on her, stands strong and is able to make the save. She even gets to touch out to the corner. ashleigh is going to follow up for her and pop it past a second. ashleigh high pop. Maggie's going to have to get up for it and even follows it into the corner. Jules with another high pop. She's going to demo 2 players, and that leaves Jade free to play it around. Maggie managing to save her team though. That is going to be a breakaway opportunity for Pulse, as ashleigh did not properly manage it in the midfield. You could see she was pushed way far up on the orange half. You know, even as third man, if you have a lot of pressure, I mean, I'm a save player, but I would say you stay around half field rather than all the way up near the box. So that is going to mean that Pulse have an opportunity to bring this game back. They are no longer shut out of game number 2. That is almost a second goal right away off of the kickoff, but ashleigh's going to safely shepherd it away. Tries to get a pass out to Jules, but it does not connect. Maggie playing it slow off the back wall. She gets the power shot past one, and Glbbous makes her follow up. ashleigh up early. She's going to leave it for Jade to save off of the back wall. Glbbous getting a demo in the back line. That means Jade is going to have to play it by herself. She tries to get it past one, but Maggie backflips to get the touch out to the corner. Now that is going to go over the top of Jules. This is dangerous. You know, the Pulse clan are searching for blood in the water, and Jade, once again, showing her defensive prowess, is able to bring it all the way into the other half. ashleigh missing the attempt on net. That was a tight angle shot, even if there was to be a touch, and it is going to mean that Jules plays it out of her corner. She gets it over one and 50 with another. ashleigh quick pop into the center. That leaves it open for Glbbous. We need Jules to follow up to keep it safe. Now Maggie playing in the corner. Once again, this is where she thrives. She is a playmaker for her Pulse clan squad, but nothing is going to come of it this time. Jade, long clear, out of defense. ashleigh is going to try to get a touch in the midfield, but that is going to safely drop to Glbbous. Now we have Nessa passing out to Maggie. ashleigh's wise to the play, and she does get the block. Jade trying to quickly make something of it in the corner, but it's going to go back to Jules. Another 50 in the middle goes Pulse Clan's way, and Maggie is going to be playing it out of the corner, trying to get a quick pass. She gets the second touch. There are demos, so that means that there is not a third man to follow up for Pulse, as they have been removed from the pitch. Now Nessa, she needs to make a touch. There's only 10 seconds remaining, and Pulse are looking like they are going to concede to Sapphire this game. Can they get a final goal out of it? Nessa's going to try to get the pass to the middle, but there is no follow-up, and Sapphire bring the match to 1-1. Game 3, we see ourselves returning to Neo Tokyo. Both these teams are 1-1 in the best of 5. We see another card change from Jade. It looks like she is in the X-Devil, if I'm correct. I think that's the X-Devil. I easily confuse it with the Venom though, so you know, it could be either, but we are going to see pressure on the orange half. Pulse just breaking out of it, only as far as Jules. Now Maggie, floater in the midfield. Ashleigh's going to get a hard touch on it, passes into the center, but Nessa is going to easily block it away. Now that's a pass out to Glbbous. Jules has to get up early for the save, and Jade is going to clear it off the back wall. Now Nessa, putting it safely into the corner. Jade follows up, and Glbbous is going to save it off the back wall. 2 Pulse members moving the right wall to see if they can make a play on net. Jade, once again, long clear. Ashleigh gets it over one, tries to get the double. She gets bumped in the process, though. She might have had that otherwise, and that is going to mean that Jade has to turn around and challenge off the wall. That's such a weird car. Like, it reminds me of a Beetle. Anybody else? What does the X-Devil remind you of? I'm pretty sure that's a car, by the way. But anyways, getting back into play, we have Jade pass out to middle, goes off the ceiling, but 2 Sapphire members go for it. There's a chance for a counterattack. Glbbous misses her touch, though. Nessa also not getting a follow-up, and that is going to leave it once again to Sapphire possession. Maggie getting the block. She even gets a second off of the Sapphire defense. Jules waiting, 0 boost. She's going to try to get it out into the center for her teammate, but Nessa there to easily collect it. Flicks it out of defense. Jules is going to stop and turn around on it. Even gets a follow-up. Getting it over one. She's got a free net, and she does get the Doomsday dish off of the back wall to take the first for Sapphire. Now, it looks like they have really turned the tide in this matchup. Pulse are going to have to really fight back if they want to be able to secure their 2 tournament wins for the month of May. Remember, if they take this victory against Sapphire, they will have secured their $50 bounty for each player. Now, you got to imagine they want that dough, so they should be trying to get the win here as quick as possible to put any comebacks out of question for Sapphire. But so far, it looks like Sapphire are wise to their play and are adapting on the pitch. Now we have Nessa, slow play in the corner. She gets a second touch, but it's not very dangerous as Ashleigh brings out a defense. She tries to flick it past one, but Maggie does get the block. Jules with a soft pop. No Sapphire members there to follow up on it. Jade was back in defense. We get another high pop. Jules cutting it off on the sidewall. Ashleigh getting a 50. It's going to pop back out into the mid, though. Now we have Glbbous hunting for the physical plays. Jules is going to be successful in defense, and that means a conversion on the other end. A demo on the back line. Now we just need a few beats. Maggie manages to delay, though, for her teammates to get back in time. Glbbous going too fast, missing her read. Maggie's going to dive in to help her out once again and move down the other end. She goes for the bump on the last player, but that is going to remain in midfield play as we do not see any attempts on net as of yet. Ashleigh going for the challenge, but Maggie gets a quick pop out. That's 2 Pulse defenders going for the shot. Maggie is back in time to make the long clear, and now we do not have Sapphire defensively, but Jules managing to float back to her net in time to get the save. Ashleigh is going to get up early. She is only there in challenging spirit, though, as she did not make contact with the ball. Now Jade pass out of the corner. We have a pop into the center, and that is going to go into the top shelf of the net. Jules shot is good, and we have a 2-0 lead for Sapphire. Wow, that was actually a pretty clean shot because she did the backflip into it to put power on it instead of the regular power shot. Very clean from Jules. As we see, they double up their lead. Glbbous turning on that. She gets a 50 on a defender. Jade is going to keep it out into the corner. Maggie getting in there quickly. Just going to drive over the top of the net, get a little pass down into the middle, and that is going to leave it for Glbbous, but ashleigh had already pre-jumped the save. Now Jade, she gets past one, tries to get a second pass out to her teammate. It kind of looked like she got the flip reset on it though, so it did not have any bite. Maggie over one, only as far as ashleigh, standing strong on the goal line, and Jade is going to pass it out to her. That throws off Nessa's touch, and it is going to be a 50 going off the sidewall. Danger in front of the Sapphire net. See what Maggie can make of this pass in the middle. Now we have players flying all over the place. So far, Pulse remaining their pressure play, but they have again run out of time to take back a lead in this series, and that is going to be a Sapphire victory, 2 in a row. They're really getting their momentum going in this matchup. Game number 4, we remain once again on Neo Tokyo. Sapphire have the game advantage. They just have to take one more win and they will have secured the victory for week number 2. Jade has changed cars once again, and we see the Proteus on the field. Now, I only know what car that is because I recently had to play on it for a random preset match I was doing with my team, but she is, if she's going to win one award on the pitch today, it is uniqueness. She has got that locked down. But so far, Pulse putting the pressure on Sapphire. That's going to be a high pop from Glbbous. Now we have Maggie trying to follow up on it. Nessa, sorry. And Jade taking out a defense with her little grabbers on the front and her propellers on her butt. She is trying to intimidate the Pulse lineup. Now Jade in defense. She's going to make the save. And that goes out to Glbbous, popping it for a pass, but Maggie was not wise to that play. And that's going to go out to ashleigh for the long clear. Jade trying to get up quickly for the follow-up. She waits in the corner to steal the boost and then immediately moves out. Jules, her shot blocked by Nessa. Jade trying to put it across. Ashleigh stops it, but both Pulse members waited in the net to see what was going to come of that and easily save it away. It's going to be Glbbous getting smacked out of the net by her teammate Maggie. It's going to go into the midfield. Nessa popping it past one, but Jade played it safe and collects in the back corner. Now she gets an air dribble past one. Glbbous trying to get it past the midfield, but she is not successful. Now we have Jules up for the shot. She misses her touch, and that is going to remain in play. Getting a quick pass into the middle. ashleigh backflips. You gotta imagine that that is not what she wanted for the play, and she's gonna have to go on defense. Now we have Jules up early. She also misses the read, and that leaves Jade with the play to make on the bouncing ball. ashleigh trying to keep it safe in the corner. That is gonna mean that Nessa gets to pass out into the middle, goes past Glbbous. She's gonna back pass it to her teammate in the corner. Long air dribble into the middle. She gets it past another. Jade is going to recover in time to make the save off the back wall. Jules clearing it out. Now we're going all the way down the other end. Jules trying to get it past the last defender, but she was not successful in her attempt. ashleigh barely missing her read. Doesn't put a shot on net. And that is going to remain on the orange goal line. We have quite a threat here. ashleigh with a quick shot off of her teammate's pass. Glbbous is trying to get a glancing touch out into the blue half. ashleigh waiting in net. Jade makes the block in the corner. She's going to get stopped by Glbbous. ashleigh far shot. Maggie does get the touch on the backboard. And Jules passing it back out into the middle. We have a game of boomer ball right now as we are moving back and forth across the pitch. Which team is going to come away victorious? We haven't seen a goal as of yet, and we were moving into the final minute and 30 seconds of the game. Oh, that was a great attempt by ashleigh, but it is stopped away by a diving Maggie, and that is going to come out of the orange corner once again. Jade pops it high. She's going to follow through, maybe try to get a physical play. She does. She demos the defender, and that is going to be open. Glbbous is there to make the save. Now Jules is going to pressure her on the wall. We have Nessa popping it back out into the right side. A 50 goes flying past to Maggie in the goal line. Jade is going to play it back into the center. We're moving laterally across the field now. Let's see if we can get a goal attempt on net from Sapphire. Ashleigh's up high. She does drop it down, and that is the bar down shot that Sapphire needed to take the lead in game number 4. Now, if they can hold on to this, they will come away with the victory for week number 2 in May and bring themselves even with this Pulse Clan squad for the 2-win bounty. Nessa, she tries to play it slow. That is going to go high, forcing Maggie up to waste her boost in the back. I'm having a couple voice cracks here, my bad. We see a little bit of physical play from ashleigh and Maggie on the side. That is going to be Jade to bring it across the net, and Glbbous brings it safely into her corner. Now ashleigh out of the corner, soft pop into the middle, and Jules with a solid shot into the top of the net. 2-0 lead with just 13 seconds remaining. Pulse are going to have to get a kickoff goal and then some if they want to have a chance at taking this game. Sapphire really reversing the momentum that Pulse showed them in the first game, doing very well to clean up their plays, and it is just going to be enough as Pulse did not get the immediate goal that is going to secure for Sapphire your victors for week number 2 in May. Congratulations to them, and thank you especially for everybody who plays. I really enjoy watching this every single week. I hope you guys, the viewers, do as well. And we are gonna have a tied up group of 6 players, all with 1 tournament win to their name, all able to have a run at the 2-win bounty for the month of May. So that is going to do it for us this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the games, and we will see you next week for another run of Women's Weekly.